Hello students, welcome to Eshwari Thaniksha channel. In this video, we are going to study types of chemical reactions. So how many types of chemical reactions are there? With one example, we are going to learn. So let us start the video. So the first type of reaction. The first type of reaction is called as combination reaction. Combination reaction. Second type is called as decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. And third type is called as displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Fourth type is called as double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. And fifth type is called as oxidation reduction. Oxidation and reduction. So these are the 5 types of chemical reaction you have to learn in this chapter. So in this video, we are going to study each reaction with one example. In detail, we are going to study in the next video. In the next video, each reaction we are going to study in detail with lot of examples. So now let us start the first reaction, which is combination reaction. So first reaction is combination reaction. Combination reaction. So let us try to understand this. What is combination reaction? So now let us take two reactant. I'll take reactant A. This is A. I'll be treating with B. So this is B. And this will result in the formation of product. So this is the product C. So here what you have to observe is we have taken how many reactants we have taken. So here you can see we have taken 1 and 2. So totally we have taken 2 reactant and it has resulted in the formation of one product. So such type of reaction is called as combination reaction. When 2 or more reactants react and form only one product is called as combination reaction. So let us take one example to understand this. Example, if you take carbon reacting with oxygen and it forms carbon dioxide. So you can see here how many reactants are there. We have 2 reactants and how many product is formed here. There is only one product formed. So such type of reaction we call it as combination reaction. And during such reactions you can see here large amount of heat will be given out. So here heat will be evolved or given out. So most of the combination reactions are called as exothermic reactions. So here you can write most of them are exothermic in nature. Exothermic. So what is the meaning of this exothermic? Exo meaning is giving out. So exo means giving out. And thermic meaning is heat. So heat is given out. So such reactions are called as combination reaction. Now let us study the second type of reaction, which is called as decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. So again let us take one example to understand. So in decomposition reaction what happens is here you can see there is only one reactant. So this reactant, let us take it as A. So one reactant will give 2 or more product. So this is one product and this is second product. So you will get B and C. So what is happening here? So how many reactants we have taken? We have taken one reactant. How many product we are getting? We are getting two product. So such type of reactions we call it as decomposition reaction. So one reactant will be converted into two or more products. So such reactions are called as decomposition reaction. So one example, if you have to write example, you can write calcium carbonate, CaCO3. This is called as calcium carbonate. So calcium carbonate will decompose to form calcium oxide. So this is one product, and second product is calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. So you can observe here we have taken one reactant and we are getting two product. This is one product and this is second product. So such type of reactions are called as decomposition reaction. Next we will take third type of reaction, which is called as displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. So let us try to understand this displacement reaction. So here we are going to take one element. So this is the element. We are going to react with another reactant. So this is second reactant. This is second reactant. So here the product what you will get here is, so you will be getting so this is the product you are going to get. So observe clearly here what I have written. So this is A, this is A, this is B, and this is C. So observe here what is happening. So here A I have taken and I have made it to react with BC. So what is happening here is B is displaced from here, and in place of B you can see A will come and combine. So you can see here A is combining with C. So you can see in the product AC is formed. So what has happened to B? B is removed, or we say it is displaced. So here you can see B is displaced in the product. Therefore this is called as displacement reaction, where one of the element will be displaced by another element. So such type of reaction we call it as displacement reaction. So let us take one example for this now. So example you can take iron. Fe is called as iron. So iron, when you react with copper sulfate, CuSO4. So what happens is here iron will displace copper. So copper will be displaced and iron will combine with SO4. So as a result here in the product you will get FeSO4, and you can see copper is displaced. So can you see here copper is displaced, and in place of copper you can see iron. So iron is combining with sulfate and iron sulfate is formed and copper is displaced. So such type of reaction is called as displacement reaction. Let us see fourth type of reaction. Fourth type of reaction is double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. So again let us take one example to understand this double displacement reaction. So let us take two reactant. So this is one reactant. We are treating with second reactant. This is second reactant. So what is the product formed here is observe the product. So this is the product which is obtained. So here this is A and this is B, this is C, and this is D. So observe here what is happening. So here you have taken two reactants. So these are the two reactants. Here the first one will be positive ion, second one will be negative ion. Again here positive ion, and this will be negative ion. So exchange of ions will take place. That is, positive ion is going to combine with negative ion. So you can see this positive ion combining with negative ion. So A is combining with D. So you can see here AD is the product which is formed. Second, you can see here C is combining with B. So plus and minus will combine together. So C and will combine with B. Therefore you can see here C and B product will be formed. So here what is happening here is exchange of ions will take place. So since it is called, this is double displacement. Why it is called as double displacement? You can see displacement of two ions. So here this ion is getting displaced, and also one more ion is getting displaced. So that is why this is called as displacement reaction, and this is the product which is formed. So let us take one example to understand this. Example, if you take sodium sulfate, Na2SO4 is called as sodium sulfate when you are treating with barium chloride, BaCl2. So here which is positive ion and which is negative ion? The first one will be always positive ion, second one will be negative ion. Sulfate SO4 2 minus, so this is negative ion. Similarly here this is positive and chlorine will be negative. So always combine positive and negative together. So this is going to combine, and BaSO4 is one product which is formed. So let us write here. So here this is one product which is formed. BaSO4, barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. So these are the two products obtained. And here barium sulfate is white precipitate. So what is the meaning of this white precipitate? So meaning of white precipitate is barium sulfate which is formed is solid. It doesn't dissolve. So that is why the solid which is formed we call it as precipitate, and it is white in color. So therefore a white precipitate is formed during the reaction. So here double displacement is taking place. You can see here. So this is the example for double displacement reaction. So we will go for the fifth type of reaction, which is very simple. So this is called as oxidation and reduction reaction. So first let us see what is oxidation. So oxidation is nothing but addition of oxygen. So addition of oxygen is called as oxidation. So for oxidation and reduction, usually we have 3 to 4 definitions. So here we are going to learn only one definition. That is, oxidation means addition of oxygen, whereas reduction meaning is removal of oxygen. Removal of oxygen is called as reduction. So let us take one example to understand this. Example, if you take copper and if you are reacting with oxygen. So here you will be getting copper oxide. So if you balance this, here you will be getting 2 and here 2. So observe what is happening in this reaction. So reactant side, what you are adding? You are adding oxygen. So reactant side you have to check. So if you are adding oxygen, so this reaction is called as oxidation reaction. So this is an example for oxidation reaction. So next we will see example for reduction reaction. So example for reduction is CuO, that is copper oxide. When you treat with hydrogen, so the product what you get is copper plus H2O is formed. So what is happening here? Observe again. So we said that reduction meaning is removal of oxygen. So can you see here oxygen is present in the reactant. So when product is formed, you can see here that oxygen is removed. So removal of oxygen is called as reduction. So here there is a removal of oxygen, therefore this is called as a reduction reaction. So these are the examples for oxidation reduction reaction. So students, this is briefly about 5 types of chemical reaction in this chapter. So next video we will take each reaction and study in detail with all the examples. So students, I'll meet you in the next video. If you are new to our channel, subscribe the channel and also share this video with maximum number of students.